making a few changes to cut some costs. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt, and on this channel I make what sold videos so you see what's selling on eBay, and I break down all the sales so you see exactly how much is made after all the fees, cost of goods, shipping, and taxes are taken out. We're going to go over what sold real quick, and then we're going to talk about some changes I made to cut some costs in my business. Sold this champion hat just plain. This is part of the 50% off sale. I paid 25 cents for this hat, and it sold for $3 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $8.73, and after fees and shipping, I get $2.49. Same with this one. This is a Travis Matthew Awesome Tour. I thought that Travis Matthew was a person, but I think that's just like a golf brand or something. I don't know. It said tour, so I thought it was somebody like something a tour. I paid 25 cents for this hat, and it sold for $5.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $12.34, and after fees and shipping, I get $5.69. Sold this lot of toys. I believe they're mobile, something. This is a random lot with a couple figures, and the rest is like furniture. I paid 40 cents for it all, and it sold for $6.49 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $12.93, and after fees and shipping, I get $4.97. Sold this North Face running hoodie. I paid $1.35 for this hoodie, and it sold for $8 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $14.79, and after fees and shipping, I get $5.69. Sold this pair of cut from the cloth jeans from a repeat buyer. I paid $1.85 for these jeans, and they sold for $9 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $26.49, and after fees and shipping, I get $13.14. Sold this lot of 4 cassette tapes. It is the London Muddy Water Sessions, Michael Jackson Thriller, the Shirley's 16 Greatest Hits, and the Ultimate History of Rock and Roll Collection. I paid 85 cents for this lot, and it sold for $15 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $22.96, and after fees and shipping, I get $12.90. Sold this Nikon lens. This is another one of the ones I got for free off of Craigslist. I don't think it functions properly. This slides too easy. I think it's supposed to turn and go up. But I put untested in there. It's been sitting for a while, so I took an offer. Apparently it worked for the buyer because I got positive feedback, and this sold for $15 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $33.16, and after fees and shipping, I get $15.16. Sold this pair of Nike Thermafit sweatpants. They're not quite joggers. I actually bought these for me. I got them from the bins, but I got them for me. But they're just a little bit too wide on the bottom. I paid $1.70 for these pants, and they sold for $19.98 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $31.66, and after fees and shipping, I get $16.78. I sold these pants. They are Beta brand. They just seem interesting because they had a tie inside, so they kind of remind me of some kind of like skateboard type pants or something. I paid $1.75 for these pants, and they sold for $19.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $29.89, and after fees and shipping, I get $17.28. I've been listing a bunch of my graded cards that I had for kind of like my personal collection, and then maybe investments for later on. This is one of the cards that sold. This is a 1991 Ric Flair PSA 9. Oh, let's see if it'll... This card sold for $19.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $27.33, and after fees and shipping, I get $17.50. I'm not really worried about making money on those. I bought those years ago. They weren't intended to be a quick flip anyways. I'm just listing them all at whatever the market is. There's a couple that are actually pretty good. I got one I sold here that you'll see in a minute. I'm just hoping to get $20 each for them and move them out and get some more income to buy some good inventory. Sold this pair of Ariat boots. Took an offer on these. I paid $3.35 for these boots, and they sold for $25 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $38.60, and after fees and shipping, I get $22.93. This was a good card I was talking about. This is a 1977 Topps Bob Gross. Pretty unassuming. PSA 9. The only reason I bought this is because 1977 is the year the Blazers won the championship and he was on the team. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. I think I only paid about $7 for this. And this card sold for $50 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $59.65, and after fees and shipping, I get $43.66. And then one buyer came in and bought 3 pairs of my Duluth trading pants. This green pair and two of these khaki pairs. I have $8 into these pants, and they sold for $54.48 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $98.15, and after fees and shipping, I get $69.38. People say bigger sizes don't sell, but this was a good sale, and I have sold 2 other pairs of pants in that same size. So one thing I'm doing is clearing out my storage unit. Eventually, I'm going to build a loft or a mezzanine up in my shop for all my storage, but I'm going to clear out my storage unit right now and just have everything in my garage. I cleared space here. It's going to take up quite a bit of space, but I kind of want it in my way to motivate me to work on my shop and get that ready for the long-term storage. So that's going to save me $140 a month right there. When I started, I believe it was $120, and I've only had it for a couple of years, and it's went up a few times. So I'm finally just cutting that off. That'll actually help a little bit because I'll have everything here. I don't have to run to my storage unit. And mostly I stop on my way home from work, but it's just one less stop I have to make, which is nice. And I might, I don't know, maybe bump my shipping time up from 3 days to 2 days and just ship a little bit more because I'll have everything here. I don't have to go get anything. And then another thing I'm doing is I'm going to put a little bit more time into researching shipping supplies. And the main reason is I bought some boxes I use for my hats, which are 7x7x7. That's one size I use for like snapback hats and flat brim hats. A hat like this that's pretty flimsy, I would do it in a 8x6x4 box. But ones that are a little bit more sturdy and want to stay up, I do it in a 7x7x7. Bought these off eBay, pretty good deal. And there's a reason they were a good deal. They said they were lightweight, but my goodness, these things are thin and crappy. These things are super thin. So, but I have used a few of those to ship some hats out. I just tape the heck out of it to give it a little bit of structure. That way I hopefully get a use out of them because I bought like 100 of them or something. And I was just going by the cheapest price and ordering them quick and did not look into them. I have since ordered some of my regular, the single wall, good boxes, 7x7x7s. But then I started looking a little bit deeper because I only bought 25, so I paid up for those just to get some good boxes here. But I forgot who I was watching. In one of the comments there, somebody mentioned something about Granger being a good place to get boxes from. If you have one locally you can pick up, and I do. There's one in Portland, and I looked at some of the prices and they are super good. So the next time I order boxes, I'm going to order a bunch through them and just go pick them up, trying to save costs that way. I usually don't shop around for shipping supplies because it's like a tax write-off. You can write off what you paid for supplies. However, in wanting to keep some more money, I'm going to shop around a little bit more. Still get the tax write-off. It won't be as much, but I also don't have to pay as much for them to have a little bit more money now. Let me know down below, one, if you have a storage unit and how it's going for you. I really liked it. I got it when we lived in our old house, and my garage was my eBay storage, was my gym, was my shop, and our random garage storage for our own household items. In here, so in my shop now, I have a shop and my gym equipment in there. And here is mainly just my kind of like my office shipping area. I have my clothing items here in the garage, and I do have a couple shelves with some personal items for the family, for the house in here. But I am going to downsize my kind of little area where I have my collectibles, which I I moved this little unit. It had a bunch of stuff on it, a bunch of collectibles over there. I put some shipping boxes and stuff on there. And then what else did I do? Oh, then I double stacked where I have I had two they're not that little, two smaller shelves that I had my VHS on. I double stacked that and screwed them together to make one big tall shelf. And I had my VHS all there to clear out this space for basically what I had in my storage unit. So yeah, I recommend taking the time, shopping around a little bit, and try to save some money. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next one. God bless. Peace.